Well, this is King Rex coming at you with another Euchre video. Um, this is one I've recorded a while ago, so I'm just going to kind of tell you what I'm thinking. My partner turned this up. I wouldn't call this because I really don't have anything in diamonds at all. So I would pass definitely there. I would want clubs or spades. Um, he picked it up, so we just got to kind of hope maybe my ace can help him here. It's my best hope. If he gets his, he should be looking pretty good. One thing I don't understand is why not lead trump before your ace when you call trump. If you let that queen out, yeah, you would have probably lost that trick. But at least, I'm saying he has to get this one. Although I think they both had two trumps, so that might have just been a doom from the start. Once again, would pass here. I would want spades, and I would go alone if it comes back around, but it doesn't. I think this is the best lead here. Ace of spades. Whether it works out or not doesn't necessarily mean that it's not the thing to do. That saves at least, and I double lead when my opponents call it, because if it goes through him, my key can go over him. So that let him over trump. So double leading when your opponents call it's a good thing. Um, the issue here is that this ace is probably going to get nuked now. But I mean, you want to at least hold them to one when they call. Like here, this is just not a good hand to start with. King 10's not good if you got bad offsuit. Now, if my partner had something and ordered it into me, which is what happens. Actually, it's not. It's my left-hand opponent that ordered it. Throw the king because it's pretty equal, but he has the other one anyway. You don't want when your opponent calls, you don't want them knowing you have more trump. When your partner calls, you do want them knowing you have more trump. You have to play both ends different. Um, it's kind of rough when you start off 5-0. Here, I would love if I was the 10 of diamonds, I'd want her to go alone. Um, so I mean, I have two tricks off to get, so if we can somehow finagle one extra trick beyond those two jacks, we got a euchre. As I do second hand low here, hoping my partner can take this. Unfortunately, they can't. Point here, I just have to go for it. You want to protect that ace. Hope he doesn't have two more hearts left. Especially one heart left at the end, and he didn't. We got a euchre there, which was really needed at 5-2. Hopefully, these ads aren't too long. They can be a bit annoying. The axes can be anywhere on those. Once again, not really enough to order. Now, if that was the Jack of Hearts, I definitely would order. Being the Jack of Diamonds, I cannot order. Now, if my partner picks it up, I'm never going to get mad if my partner picks it up. So, I mean, unless they're just really doing crazy things like intentionally, you want people that will intentionally throw. Now, when your partner calls, you don't want to go second hand low. If you have a low trump like that, you kind of have to get while you can. Like, I don't understand why he's got he had all diamonds except for that first card. He probably should have went alone. He had 4 diamonds. I mean, I know he didn't get it, but still. This one, if it gets back around to me, obviously alone in diamonds. Which, if they do turn down a club, it's the likelihood that they have a club is pretty low. So you definitely go alone in diamonds, and you got the lead, so you're going to pull all three out. So the nine of clubs is the only thing you have to worry about. Because even if the left-hand opponent has the remaining three, which he doesn't, the 10 would still be good. Which that's an easy. Like some people wouldn't go alone with just the nine of clubs, but you really would have to have a situation where your partner would have to have the highest club in his hand in order to the end to make going for two worth your while. Or just, I mean, since they turned down clubs, the odds of having to. Yeah, I kind of was unlucky too, though, because if. What if the guy to the left would have thrown away his club? Then who knows if the guy holds? He probably holds on to his ace of clubs then on my right. Once again, not a good hand to deal yourself because I'm good. I mean, if I dealt a club, I could pick it up, spade or a diamond. So really, I dealt the one thing I couldn't pick up. That's why it's good to get jacks when you deal in your hand because you've got that they can flip either way when they're the trump color. I have to hope your partner has the ace, but he didn't. So yeah. I'll see if this was my up card. I'd pick up a club, but you can't order it with just two, especially if you're giving him the best one. But the hope is that maybe I can sneak a trick in here with one of my two clubs. See, the smart leaves, I just was hoping. It didn't really matter. I think he has nothing but clubs left. So, I mean, I couldn't have stopped him with any way I played that. You always got to look for little errors. I think this one has an error on the upper left you want to get through. See it to the, I'll get it. And it pops an X up on the other side. Once you play a little bit, you figure out how to get through these ads quicker. A quick tip is that I'm ordering this because I have two, and I would give them probably a second one, but the offsuit is weak here, which is an issue. So we've got two tricks. Oh, there's our point. Although he probably would have picked it up anyway. That's the thing. It was a good call, but I doubt he doesn't pick that up. So it probably really wasn't a good call by me, just a good hand by him. I mean, someone kind of give advice that that's a callable hand if you have two and you're ordering all the time, but I don't think it's good advice. I got lucky there, but I think my partner calls it when he's got the right and an off ace. I think he might even had three there. Um, I really don't want this. This is my worst suit. So it does. There does seem to be a thing that when you don't have any of what the turned up card is in your opponent's, one of them will usually call because one of them are usually going to be good. And if you don't have any, it's just logical. Yeah, my only hope is that maybe I can get a diamond or my partner can take one here. And my partner got one. We did a decent defensive. I mean, I just really didn't get any good hands this game. Unfortunately, we almost needed a loner here. I get a callable hand, but it's definitely not a loner. To me, any three trump are worth calling up. Now, the only time you might hesitate would be if the bower's sitting up on your opponent's hand, because a lot of times they'll pick it up anyway. But you're running the risk, though. Like, say, if this was my hand dealt to me and Lawrence dealt, and he's got the jack of clubs up, I'm running the risk that he turns that down, and I have a hand that's not good at anything. This is good here because my partner takes one without me using a trump. And even losing this though, it's pulling around a trump from everyone that's higher trump cards. It forces both jacks out and the ace, which that's our point. King and queen are the two highest left. Because starting out losing 5-0, I think we fought back pretty good to get it. The game's not over yet, but it's still 9-6. I mean, that's why loners are so powerful because it puts you down by 4. We start out down by 5, not because of loners, but just because we had bad luck at the beginning. And like this here, this is a really bad hand. Like he's going to win that with the 9. His partner can throw anything. I don't know. I mean, unless that guy's loaded in Trump, he shouldn't have. Which that's, I don't know. I would sooner toss the ace than a Trump card away. I hold him to 1 point, but what does it matter? They only need one. Never loaded on both ends. Um, but yeah, that was. I think we did all right to make it 10-6, starting out 5-0. But I don't like ever losing. I don't think anyone does. Like this here's a hard one too, though. It's like if it could come back around to me, I've got a loner. I don't. I mean, yeah, the 9 of clubs is weak, but Jack Ace King when the left is out, that's 3 guaranteed tricks. This I'm just hoping my partner can grab it. Which if I'm not paying enough attention, but yeah, we're just my whole thing. I'm just going to try to um, get them all then. Which just is you guys look at the ratings. My rating right now at this point it was a little lower, right around 1900. The good thing is when you have a hand like this, you got the right. If they pick it, they can't score more than one. Making them earn every point helps a lot. Granted, you're not really making them earn when you got the right. You just happen to have the right bar in your hand, and it's going to be earned basically. This is why I duck under because I want to take a lot of trump out if I can. But we have to get whatever, so I can't afford not to take air. And I got to kind of hope the king makes, which it doesn't. But there's a lot of trump sitting out there. Once again, I call any 3. Doesn't matter. I mean, the only time I'd still hesitate would be if you're ordering the right, but a lot of people will pick up the right power anyway, no matter what. He's basically draining all the trump right off the top. So where you hope your partner has the ace, which your euchre right there, that's just bad luck. Obviously, he was going to call spades if it come back around to him. He had another club in his hand. He had the king, so he had 3 clubs, and I had 3 clubs. I will order in that situation. This is the partner coming through big for me. This is how you should play as a partner. Especially if someone calls from the third seat, you should always lead Trump to begin with. Which that's great because we got our point, no matter what happens. The Jack and Queen are both good in my hand. Here, my thought process, I think I throw the nine, is that he'd have to have Trump to take it. So we can just safely take the last two tricks and then get 2 points. Once you have your point, you really got to start thinking of getting 2 points, getting a march. It's always got to be one of the things on your mind. Um, like this here, you can't order. Don't order to your partner with just one trump in your hand. A lot of people do. If they have they'll have like say the ace and the jack will be sitting up on the kitty, and they'll order it because that way it's their call that scores a point. But it's like if your partner would pick it up anyway, you're not really scoring a point in that manner. Really, to lead Trump before leading your aces. I don't know why people are afraid to do that. If he'd led that right, his ace would have made it. We would have had a chance at a march. We would have marched if he led that right out first before leading his offsuit ace. That's leaving points on the table. I mean, Sheets, Connie's was probably a woman. I always don't mean anything by it. It's just how I naturally talk. I could have went alone here. Um, I draw around the trump before I lead my ace. Then I just throw this 10 out here. Which if I went for alone for it, I have to be putting that king out there. My partner comes through with the left. Now it doesn't really matter too much. This is an obvious call. You get three, Jack, King, 10. A lot of people would go alone here and toss the nine of spades. Like I said, this was played multiple days ago, so I couldn't even remember if I did that. Um, I think it comes out to yeah they got well. I'd have to look and see if they had another wall. They wouldn't have got me. I probably should have went alone on this one. That's one thing I don't like when a person leaves the game because they're losing, which and they had to stop her. So I knew we weren't going to get, you know. Actually, I didn't have a stopper. I saw that jack. I was looking at it wrong. But I hate it when people kind of. I mean, if you want to play, play. I mean, you learn as much from you learn more from your losses than your wins, and you're gonna lose. I mean, the way this game is, you're gonna lose. I mean, if you're really good, you're gonna lose at least a third of your games. As you climb up the ladder, you're gonna lose even more than that. Always pay attention to every card you're playing too. Like that time, I threw out the 10 that I knew my partner was voiding because he had the next thing, even though you're highly unlikely to take a trick with the 10. You never know. Granted, if it's your partner, it wouldn't matter. But if you're just in the habit of playing cards the right way, and sometimes people go, well, it really doesn't matter if you're in that habit. So, yeah, you grab this one quick, throw your ace, hope it rides, which it doesn't. But it pulled a trump out of the left hand opponent. My partner over trumped him. Plus, then they, if we can just snag one more, which we're probably not going to do. Yeah, he had the ace there. Oh, whoever my partner was left, which the AI does not play well in this game. And it's a really, I mean, if you play against the AI, which I do sometimes at work because I can't, like I sometimes just have to turn my phone over and continue the game later. I have to like stop playing at times. So yeah, I'll just so I can't play ranked games or against other people because they're not going to wait maybe 10, 15 minutes while I'm, you know, well, my partner has to get the last one here to get it. They, so sometimes I have to stop because I have to do something work related. And I was going to sit there waiting for that. But yeah, the AI, like, they will never lead Trump when you call it. If you call from third seat with the AI, they, I don't know if it's just the setting I have it on or what. My only hope here really is that maybe he has too low spades, which he didn't. That's like almost an unstoppable loner there to get an ace and all trump. Like, this is the thing, too, that you don't have. All you have is that jack of spades. Well, my partner called it, so. And the queen's promoted, which is nice. The king's promoted. So I literally have two boss cards and the right power. So not the best position, but in a decent position. I don't know why he played it. Well, I guess he had to. Because he had to take them. Uh, well, did what I could there. Didn't get it. I hate these ads here. When I have that little double arrow on the right, they're really hard to deal with. Sometimes you have to click them out just at the right time. And this is a really weak hand: two tens, two nines, and a queen. This is the type of hand you're not likely to even take a trick on. Now, my partner had picked up a club. It wouldn't feel so bad because I'd have to, but what the thing is that you're four suited. It's very hard to trump in when you're four suited. And I have to throw under that king of clubs because they probably got something even better. That's that mean you're just happy to hold them to one. Even this is not a great hand, but at least the kings are have a chance, you know? Once again, I'm four suited, no aces. I mean, I really can't. I mean, even if I was trying to reverse next, you can't try to reverse next with just one when you're that weak. Diamonds isn't my best, but my partner doesn't have any diamonds. At least hold him to one, but at 9-1, things don't look good. Because if I could pick it up, I'd pick it up, but and that's almost the game. They get a jack up. I mean, which surprised me when they passed. Like, I have nothing callable here, which means that they're going to get the call. They call hearts. I mean, the best thing I would have had to call would have been clubs. And he has the right. No, he doesn't have the right. Never mind. I was thinking backwards. Like, I had to take it. I'm like, I got to do something. But yeah, there's the right. That's the end of the game. It is really disappointing, especially when you lose that badly. But it is what it is. You have good luck, you have bad luck. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and have a great day.